I've come today just to see how all the support's been happening. You know, I just come from Bury yesterday. I was with the mum. She really wanted to come, but she don't have the strength. So she just wanted me to come out and then just tell the people how much she appreciates it and how much it means to her. Well, it sends out that definitely Shukri, her blood wasn't worthless, you know, because right now, for the last few weeks, we felt like the way they've been treating us, that they expected us not to, you know, not to protest or not to be angry about it, you know, but now they've seen this, they are shocked themselves as well, and it's a wake-up call, hopefully, for them. From the way they've treated us, and then we just look at all the cases before, we cannot help but make comparisons, you know, because this is too much of a laziness. It can't just be laziness from the police. It has to be like a choice they've made not to, you know, investigate or. So yeah, we cannot help but think to see them, to look at us and think, what is it about us that makes it not want to investigate? And then if we look into it too deep, we will find a lot of stuff that. Definitely, the way he's been going on right now, it just shows, it sends out a message. You cannot stop people's voices. The noise we've made today was more than I expected, you know.
Well, the reason why I've come here today is multifaceted. Primarily, it is to ensure that Shukri Abdi receives justice. The second one is we want to demand a policy reform, especially when it comes to parents reporting safeguarding issues to the schools. And the last one is to demand that the police no longer have a bias when it comes to investigations. We won't forget, and we will ensure that this never happens again. In that particular school, when it comes to Shukri's case, as far as I'm aware, there was extensive bullying going on, which is both verbal and physical. The parents have reported this several times, but this was not taken on seriously by the authorities that are in charge of the school. Now, personally, I feel that this happened because Shukri's mother has a language barrier, she's got the cultural barrier. Because I personally speaking as a mother, this would have never happened. Why? Because I know the system well enough. I have that privilege. I have the privilege of being able to understand the system and being able to hold anybody accountable when there's any misconduct or negligence. No, I think it's not adequate, especially when it comes to how the authorities have simply just shut down this case and are refusing to even acknowledge or even address the issues that we're trying to raise. One of the main messages that I want to send out is Shukri could have been any one of our daughters. Shukri could have been any one of our sisters. And if we do not address this issue today, it will continue to happen again and again and again.
No peace! No justice! We won't be silent! Justice! We won't be silent! Justice! Say her name! Shukri! Say her name! Shukri! Say her name! Shukri! Say her name! Shukri! Say her name! Shukri!
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You know why we are here today? Justice for Shukri. Why? Because the education department, decision makers, and the police safeguarding children has all failed Shukri. That's why, as a tight-knit community, we need to come together and speak for those who cannot understand the system. As a mother of 4 children, I have worked in schools more than 14 years. I have seen it all happen. I have seen young people have been bullied and nobody ever cared for them. And it is so sad and sad. I am here today for Shukri, 12-year-old girl. On behalf of her mother, I'm speaking. I have never met, but I'm a mother. I know what she is suffering. Coming to this country for safe haven that has killed her daughter. What is going on? Our politicians are interested in our votes, but they do not care the Somali community. I am a politician myself, but I am speaking as a Somali mother. I am speaking as a human being. I am speaking as a Muslim woman. When too many our children's gone down the dumps, for what? Politicians up there in Westminster take our votes. What do they do for us? Did we ever ask? This is why I am so emotional to see our young people coming together. We need to reconnect and fight the fight, the good fight. The reason is we can no longer have another Shukri case coming. Shukri is gone, but today, if they could have policies for other children gone down, we want a policy from Westminster for Shukri. Shukri deserves better. Her mother deserves better. What we need is today to come together, and young Somalis, police, like my sister said, Don't just think about back home, Somalia, Somaliland, wherever you come from. You are Somali. You need justice in this country. If you cannot get justice for your sisters, for your children, for your brothers, what is the point of you living? In Judgment Day, we will be asked for Shukri, what did we do? Today, we want more young Somalis come together. We need to come by the thousands. We are good, alhamdulillah, we came today, but we want more. We are sending a strong message to the Department of Education, the UK Prime Minister, and all other decision makers, the Mayor of London, Greater Manchester Police. We are sending, we want justice. One too many our children has gone down for what? A question mark. They can have professionals and have roundtable discussions. For what? So they can upscale their career. No, not on our watch. Shukri means a lot more than one too many of our children. Thank you so much.
No justice! No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Say her name!
Shukri!
Say her name!
Shukri!
Say her name!
Shukri!
Say her name!
We came out here today to ask for justice and demand justice for our sister Shukri Abdi. I don't know why there should be 1,000 people here already. Guarantee you, if this was a state thing or third heaven or state heaven, you guys will all come out and show support. Shukri Abdi is our sister. We need to be here. We will not rest. I personally won't rest till there's justice.
The message that it shows proves something to me that if Somalis want to stand up for something, we can, and there's nothing that's going to get in the way of justice for our people. Because at the end of the day, even though we make fun of each other on Twitter and all those things there, when something really matters, we all come together as one big family and do what we have to do to get justice for our people. And at the end of the day, that is our younger sister, and if we don't be her voice, who will? I think there could have been so much more. Listen, there's 80,000 Somalis that live in London alone. You know what I'm trying to say? There's 100 people here. That's 0.01% of our population. You know what I'm trying to say? So it is a wonderful turnout. Don't get me wrong. On about 3 days promotion, it's a wonderful turnout. But there's a lot more people that could turn out and should turn out next time something like this happens.
No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Because I'm a mother of 4 children, because I'm a mother and a Somali woman who has worked in schools over 15 years. I have seen it all happening, and that was 15 years ago, almost actually 20 years ago, to be honest. And to actually come today and support and see what happened to Shukri Abdi is just inhumane. And as a mother, I want more support for our young people, our young British Somalis, Muslim community. When too many died, no explanation. When too many, school exclusion. When too many in mental hospital. When too many in prisons. Why? And that is the question we need to be answered. But above more than that, and here, the poor mother of Shukri, or the parents of Shukri, came here in Britain to have a safe haven for their daughter. And what they received is totally opposite. She would have been 10 times better off if she was in Somalia, and that is what happened today, and that's why we're here. And if the parent doesn't speak English, or if the parent doesn't know the system, we are tied community. We are here for her, and we want justice, and we want it now. Thank you.
My name's Fahad, I'm from London. Heard about this story on social media. I thought it was ridiculous because I got myself 2 little sisters, and if that happened to me, I would be traumatized. So the reason I come today is to support Shukri, support her mother, support the family, and support everyone in that community. And that's my community at the same time. Hopefully we get publicity, we get people to recognize that this is not equality, it's not something that should be happening in this society that we live in right now. So hopefully we can get, like, I met one guy from The Guardian to write a paper about it, met a couple other newspaper agencies, and just get it out there, get this story out there, because if more people know about what actually happened, then more people will be supporting it, and this crowd will be 10 times bigger. So we're just trying to get a message out there today. The thing is, me myself, I know for a fact there's a bullying problem, and it just depends on whether the school want to accept it. Every school's got a bullying problem, whether or not they want to accept it or don't. So it all depends on the schools. It depends how they want to act. If if someone comes and complains saying there's a bullying in your school, whether you want to accept it or whether you want to be ignorant and reject it. In this case, they were ignorant and rejected it, and look what happened. It cost someone's life.
We're here for Shukri Abdi, a girl that faced injustice and bullying. The school didn't do anything, the government didn't do anything. No one is here to be the voice of Shukri, so us Somalis have come together to say it loud that we want justice for Shukri Abdi. Shame on the school that are putting this away and not saying anything, not standing for it. Us Somalis are not standing for it. We have come together, as you can see, to get justice for Shukri Abdi, and they will never silence.
I've come here along with everyone else to get justice for Shukri Abdi.
To see justice and demand justice for our sister Shukri Abdi. I say that we're all here as Somalis, non-Somalis, Muslims, non-Muslims for Shukri Abdi.